Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Let's talk about love and marriage, the way that God intended. Life experience, here we share it. The No Fruit Podcast. Tune in from any platform. No Fruit Podcast. We'll help your spirit transform.
We hope you transform with us today. Some of y'all might know that is one of my favorite toys, being Transformers. Mm-hmm. And, Kava can attest that I collect them.
Yes.
Over and above.
Yes.
But we're not going to talk about Transformers being toys. What I want to talk to y'all about, and this is really off the wall. Don't ask me why or how it's coming about, but recently I've been watching TV shows on YouTube. Episodes on YouTube about live feedings of animals, right?
Mm-hmm. Help me.
And in that, it's been very interesting, right?
To you.
To me.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Go ahead, keep going.
But here's the reality, though. See, I'll look at it, and I sometimes wonder what it would be like to be bitten by an animal. But most importantly, to be bitten by an animal and turn to a werewolf or a vampire. So because just those type of things. That's where I was going with when I said about transforming.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering what it would be like to transform into another being sometimes. It's just your imagination. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Well, no, you don't know what I mean. Have you ever thought about, turning to something else?
No.
Okay. Why not? You don't know, you don't want to be a werewolf just to see, what if the moon would transform you into something else?
No.
The only thing I don't
never crossed my mind. Sorry,
it didn't.
No.
It's just that.
Now, our son,
mm-hmm.
who is also an avid movie watcher like yourself.
Yes.
When he sees spiders,
mm-hmm.
he sometimes wishes that the spider would bite him. So
yeah, Spider-Man. Right. Right. Why not?
But
some gamma rays.
I also remember our neighbor
uh-huh.
was bitten by something. She thought it was a spider. And her leg swelled. It was red. She had to keep going back and forth to the doctor. I think they did a biopsy. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I think of people like that. Something biting you and then, it's like the flesh-eating bacteria type.
Right,
So, yeah, I don't think about that. I don't like bugs. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't, cats, dogs, just, they're okay.
Of course, me playing around with our previous cats. I don't play around with this cat like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, our previous cat, being Siani, for those of y'all who know Siani, one up.
Rest in peace.
I know, right?
R.I.P. to the cat.
I know, right? But I would say that I've been bitten by her. I've been, attacked by her. I've been scratched or whatever else. I don't play
But it was
around
a
with this cat
playful
like
thing.
that.
It wasn't.
I think there were moments where it could have been taken as if it was serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because of how rough I might have been, when I squoze her or something. When I squoze her. So, I don't know, but I just kind of, I've never been bitten by another animal like that. Of course, mosquitoes and, I've had a bee sting before. It wasn't major. Luckily, the stinger was like, it was stuck in my skin, but it did not like go all the way in.
Okay.
And I did have like a light, whatchamacallit, swollen, swollen in that spot for her, but it wasn't like real big. I didn't break out or anything like that, but otherwise I have not been bitten by an animal. I haven't.
Have you come close?
No, because I don't deal with animals like that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't get too close. Someone say, "Oh yeah, that's my dog." I'm like, "Hey, dog." And that's it.
You like to say hi to dogs all the time. It doesn't matter how little or how big the dog is. Maurice will be like, "Hey, puppy, how are you?"
I say, "Hey, puppy," but what's the distance between me and that
but
puppy?
I'm just saying, you
I'll
always
say,
say,
"Hey, puppy."
puppy.
Yeah, because I'm greeting them as because I don't know which, if it's a good puppy or a mad puppy.
Right.
You get what I mean? So I'm like, "Hey, puppy," but that's about it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not trying to come and dog sit for you. None of that. That's just where I am. Like right now, even when
have
we
you
talk,
ever owned a dog?
I have not.
Oh, you've only had cats. Okay. I've owned a dog.
Right.
Or two, I guess. Yes.
Okay.
When I was little, and I'm talking single digits probably. So my control over it and things like that weren't the best. But I've never been bitten or attacked by an animal. I guess, like you said, maybe the cat or whatever. Does their playful little pouncing on you or whatever. Like you're supposed to be their sibling.
Right.
But I do recall I was in 3rd grade and I was walking down the street. Okay. And every day, I knew this dog was there. And it wasn't there all the time in the morning, but most of the time it was there. Okay. And there were these huge bushes.
Okay.
And then there was a little fence or gate. So usually, as I'm walking down to go towards the bus, I could hear the dog, and I knew. And the dog could hear me, so it would start barking. And I was, again, in 3rd grade, so I was walking down, and this one particular day, the dog I didn't hear the dog and whatever. But I got right at the bush, right at where the gate is, and the dog came running and was just like, scared the living life out of me almost. And
we talking to your ghost now?
Yes.
Okay.
And I said almost. So
yeah, I got you.
So it kind of startled me and frightened me. I do remember, I guess, me jumping a lot at dogs barking as a little girl, and my dad would always be like, "Oh, they're just talking to you. That's the way they talk." They're just telling you hi. They're just telling you, this is my owner. This is where I live or whatever. So I kind of tried to pull that back and not be so scared. But this one little dog, or big dog, whatever. I don't remember what the dog looked like. It may have been a German Shepherd or something.
So
that would go to the fence and bark at me.
So here's the thing.
Yes.
How would you not know if it was a big dog or a little dog?
I mean, it wasn't little. It wasn't like a Chihuahua. I'm just saying I don't know how. It was at least a medium-sized dog. I'm in the 3rd grade.
Right.
So I'm just looking back, a little bit at that. Okay. And I haven't, really been scared of dogs like that. I'm like you. I acknowledge that they're dogs. I acknowledge that they're still animals.
Right.
And I let them be. I do remember my neighbor, when I was in high school, their dog would jump the fence all the time. All the time. And it got to the point I even was like, "Yo, you, get back over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, get back over, so got a little used to like not being scared of the dog. Like just know that every now and then he would just be like, all right, I had enough of this backyard. I'm going to go walk up and down the street. And then I'd hear the people, then I'd go out and try to get him to go back. Because he usually did that when nobody was home.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of that, I mean, that's been my experience. I mean, when it comes to like dogs now, I did have an experience with a skunk.
Okay.
I had an experience with a raccoon that was like really close.
Okay.
And then recently with a groundhog.
Yeah, well, everybody around here is attacking this groundhog thing.
Well, it's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them.
I wish, and there's a skunk. So my instance with the skunk was, it was early in the morning.
Peppy Lippy.
No, it was not. It looks nothing at all. A real live skunk looks nothing at all like the cartoon.
I know that's
at
right.
all. It looks like a little mop. So head. And so I was going out to the car to get it warmed up before the kids and I would go out. I would drop them off at school. And it was still dark, or like not quite dark, almost dark. And I went to the car or whatever, and then I came back in the house to get stuff and to get the kids, tell them come on. And I saw something little mop head go by, and it was black and white.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I could smell it in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we do. We smell the skunk
Right.
whatever, in the air. I told those kids, no, go back. We're not going outside yet. I'm going to wait a little while. So it kind of scurried underneath of our car and then went over to the neighbor's car. So I kind of waited and like, all right, let me make sure it keeps going.
Right.
Give it enough time, because that's all I need for him to think I'm trying to corner it.
Right.
I don't need to get sprayed early in the morning.
Right.
Because I just don't know what to do. I mean, I heard somebody say something about ketchup or tomato soup or something will help get the smell off. But yeah, I was just like, don't know. So that was my one instance with the squirrel. The raccoon.
The squirrel or the skunk?
The skunk.
Well, here's my thing now.
Yes.
These situations when you come across these forest animals, if you will, because I mean, you would also come home and talk about how you would see the deer around the corner,
right? Deer.
and see, the thing is that I don't see them.
You didn't see the fox?
So no. So the reality is, I don't be looking for them.
I don't look for them either.
They don't bother me.
Now, I look for the deer now, but since I see them, I'm always nervous they're going to run out in front of the car.
I mean,
I look for those.
For an example, the other day when where were we? And the deer was just chilling right by the bushes.
Right. And I was like,
trees.
oh, deer. Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I didn't even see the deer. To me, he blended in, right?
Right.
I was too busy driving, looking at the traffic. So I don't have time to be looking for no animals. I'll be on a mission. So, the only ones I'm worried about are the dogs, to be honest, because of their abilities. Like the dog behind our house used to jump our fence.
Right.
Whatever. All the time. The dogs across the street from us, they bark, 1,000% of the time, the dog up the street. Now, as you stated, when they get loose, they're a little more friendly than they are, than their bark. They don't have a bite with their bark per se.
The bark is worse than the bite is what people would say.
Yeah, right. So that's the thing. I haven't been bitten, and I don't get myself close enough.
But maybe you need to. Like, maybe you want to be a werewolf, right?
Okay.
So how do you know that dog is not like,
no. We know that
here.
we understand.
Let me bite you.
We understand.
So you can become is that like, how do you become a werewolf?
We understand that those situations, even if they real, we do not give that idea that much, whatever. You get what I mean? So I don't. I mean, it's imaginary. It's my imagination, right?
Okay.
So can I glisten in the light like the bull off of the TV Twilight or whatever? Yes. So things like that. It's just a fantasy piece, right? It's not that I really want to be a real vampire. I'm not sure. Like you and I said something to you about it the other day. I'm like, yo, you wouldn't want to live for a whole millennia, 1,000 years.
Yeah, we have bats behind our house too. I don't care to be outside when the bats come out.
But I mean, and let's be honest though. I would not want to be in this place that long. Like I don't want to see wars and love's gone. I don't want to go through all that.
Right.
So like I said, it was just a fantasy thing. Just something about that idea just came across my mind about hey, getting bitten by an animal and turning into an animal. I don't have the time or the energy to look for Bambi and Thumper and Fox and the Hound and Lady and the Tramp. All those beautiful Princess and the Frog. Like I don't have time to be looking for all these magical animals as you do as I'm driving down the road.
It's not even when you're driving. I look for them when I'm driving.
Oh yeah, I don't see them. Now, what I will say when it's dark outside, yes, I might see the eyes glistening as I'm looking at down the road and looking at the sides or whatever else. But for whatever reason, and I think we had just picked up Janae from school.
Yes.
When we saw the deer, I mean, the deer was just sitting there chilling, like like hey, I'm sitting here drinking my Starbucks vibe. So nice and calm and chilling. And you know what? I didn't see no other ones with them. I only saw that one. Did you see any other ones or no?
On campus, yes.
I mean,
on
at that
road,
particular day, did you see any other deer with that one that was sitting there chilling? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know which day you're talking about.
I'm talking about when we went to go get Janae from school.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
No, I just saw the one. We're moving, like you said.
Yeah.
But he was on the side of the road, well, in somebody's lawn. And
I mean, yes. Have I seen the family of deers? I know that was wrong. But have I seen a family? Yes, I have. Or whatever. But like I said, I'm not just going to. I don't always just spot it like that. But I definitely have not been bitten. I have not been attacked. Now, and I'm sorry for the cliche, but I've known plenty of mailmen that have been attacked or bitten. My neighbor, he was our neighbor. Right. When he was attacked, I mean, he was out of work for a while. Yeah. I was like, dang, like it's like that. So and he was in shock. He was shocked about getting bitten. He didn't even see the dog coming. Type thing. So yeah, so I try my best not to be in a position to be attacked or bitten. That's not. Now again, I look at all these animal shows. I mean, our son, he wants a turtle. Then he turned to a lizard. Next thing we know, he gonna want an iguana. Some type of dragon, some type of lizard, something, right?
Right.
He loves animals. The only thing is, I don't know if I would want that all in my house like that. It's fascinating to watch. I'll watch it. I'll go to the zoo, to the aquarium, but I don't want my house to turn into that. Do you?
I mean, just one, I don't mind. Now, if you're having 3, 4, 5 cages or tanks, that's a bit much.
Yeah, I don't.
Just like I don't want 3, 4, 5 dogs or 3, 4, 5 cats.
Look, I'm ready to get rid of the cat that we have.
I mean,
right
he
now.
even said he would like a bird.
Right.
And I was like, no.
Nah.
They're noisy and they smell.
I think he just wants to teach it to speak.
Yes.
I think that's the fascination.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think he even wanted one that didn't speak. So he just is like, isn't it pretty? Mm-hmm.
Again, even with the birds, some things look very majestic and, whatever. But again, I don't need to have that. That's not me. And I'm gonna give y'all my example. Recently, we went on a family trip, and we were trying to have someone cat sit for us because we knew we were going to be gone for quite a few days. We took the cat over there knowing that individual had a cat, as soon as we sat the cat down, and we already know that, they're territorial. As soon as we sat the cat down, guess what? They was ready to rumble. And my son was the saddest individual, saying, I know that wasn't going to work. I knew it wasn't going to. I feel better if the cat was home. So I don't want any animals. I don't care what they're in, because I don't want that responsibility when I'm ready to go out and play in the streets. That's just me. I don't want that.
Understood.
So, how about yourself? Do you?
Do I want pets?
Yeah. Any more than what we have? I mean, right now we have a cat.
I'm open to something in a tank. You can put, like when we had a fish tank and we went away before, we put in, a tablet that would, I guess, slowly dissolve, and they were able to eat off of that for a few days. I think, one time we went away and they began to eat each other. So, it's the survival of the fittest. The whole tank didn't die.
But keep in mind that we also have not, so this trip that we just did, we completed was probably the longest trip we've ever had together. So where one of us was, none of us were home. So, that was the whole purpose of trying to, have somebody cat sit.
Right.
But, again, if I want to continue on that type of lifestyle, I don't want that responsibility. I just want to be able to get up and go. I understand what the purposes are. I'm not negating the buddy system, if you will, right? It's, support animals, companions, things like that. Like, I don't get me wrong, just for me personally, that's just not where I am, especially not right this moment. Now, give me 20 years when I'm sitting on the couch knitting, maybe. Why are you saying,
Yeah, I can't picture you doing that.
Well, I can't picture myself in 20 years either right now. So that's just kind of where things are. And so with me not being able to even envision myself in 20 years, imagine me trying to, think about myself in 200, being bitten and being a vampire. I can't do that either. Mm-mm. The only reason why I would, so that way I can see at night, because I need, sometimes I feel like I need like quadruple focals or something like that, just so I can see. So, but let us know what y'all thought. What y'all thoughts are. Have y'all been bitten? Have y'all been attacked by an animal? What was that experience like? And also, are y'all like me? Also, curious. See, I'm just curious. I don't. And maybe it's just curiosity of, let me see you get bitten, and then you tell me what that was like, and I can keep it going. You get what I mean? Why you shaking your head, Kav?
No.
Why you got? It's like you got your head down, your hand is in your head. Your head is in your hand. Again, it's just curiosity. You get what I mean? But it don't have to be on me.
Okay.
All right.
Very well.
Thank y'all very much
you
for
guys
listening
heard
today.
it here first. If you want to, get bitten, just make sure you call Maurice first so he can see it, or videotape it and then, tape it and see it and send it to him so he can see.
Yeah, why
because he
not?
seems to like to watch animals eat other animals.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just fascinating, I guess. That's all. So
You miss National Geographic and
not really.
and all those TV shows that used to come on.
I mean,
did you watch those after the cartoons?
On Saturdays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, remember, when we used to watch the Crocodile Guy, or whatever he was before he died.
Mm-hmm.
When we had first got married or whatever, so it's not like I'm opposed to it. It is what it is.
Okay. And it's one thing to watch them in their own habitat, but another thing to be like, oh, I want to watch them eat somebody.
Yeah. It's still fascinating, though, to me. Well, let us know what y'all thoughts are. And,
pray for us.
I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, we can always use more of that.
Yes.
So, talk to y'all later.
Bye.
This week's episode has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hello, Saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now is the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.